Y'all know
Charlo
it.
twins.
Lines only. For life. Forever that flavor, different.
Guys, thoughts on the coin flip, please?
They cheated. They did. They did this bad. We're going to have to boycott that one.
Cooney did it?
Yeah, he got kiss the coin and then flip it. If he would have caught it and let it land on the floor. don't that in the NFL they bling and they look down at it like this.
Hey, I would even been down to do it again because this is how he is. But like, you know,
He did
no
it
more.
wrong.
No,
He cheated.
no. You got to stop complaining now. Huh?
He go out.
Yeah.
Look, the good thing is when we made history, we made history because I had fought and knocked John Jackson. I won the title, so we made history. I had to fight first. I'm always the one fighting first, man. Trust me, it's cool. He the older brother by a minute, so I let him have it. That's it.
Guys, can you sum it up? December 22nd, it's the Charlo twins. I feel like this is like coming of age. This is like, damn, we've really arrived. Can you sum it up for me?
Yeah, look, first off, I don't want it. And you always fight before me. I don't want to be in the locker room watching you fight. Yeah. When I'm about to get ready to fight, it's harder. Trust me. Yeah, it's way harder watching him fight. And I got to go next. But December 22nd, tune in. They making this whole the face of boxing. Y'all making the fans are the people are. We people's champions.
We just sit here, box, train, do what we gotta do.
Yeah. So therefore, December 22nd, we're gonna deliver something special for you guys. Just keep it tuned.
Special usually means a knockout?
Means special.
Everything goes. If it can, we don't want to fight that long.
I want it to be so special that, you know.
I don't want to keep giving knockouts. I like Instagram videos. I like them things go viral on Instagram. You didn't get a knockout, get it early.
Hey,
shit gonna
we're gonna deliver something special
recycled on
to
Instagram.
The next time you're in the same car, y'all switch up?
Now, hopefully the next time we're on the same card is against GGG and Canelo.
Jermell, how does it feel to have your logo behind you on Fox, PBC? This is like
Well,
Jermall's for a long time.
it's our logo, but you know, it's big. You know, it's huge. It's dope. I can't believe Lines Only. It's something that I've created, something that I owned there when I was younger. You know, copyrighted the company like years ago, like when I first turned pro. So Lines Only has been established. It's really established, you know.
It's the wave.
You got any fighters signed?
Thank you.
We got 2 fighters right now, and they'll be on the undercard for sure.
They gonna be on undercard?
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
We'll release it, like announce it, like we'll make it big, you know, a bigger
Yeah,
press.
we don't want to spoil it for
We won't
one.
just throw out fighters and be like, oh yeah, we got these fighters. It
Guys-
takes a lot for us to get fighters too, because they have to kind of like be like the Charlos.
Right? Brian Custer made a big deal that this is, on free TV. A lot of talk in the media and the boxing fans, the different sides of the street, the streaming and everything. Do you believe that it's a big deal that it's on free TV and Fox? Does it really matter where the platform is?
The fans get a chance, you know, to make us
homes.
like household names. Like
Big.
that's what we want.
It's bigger than what we've been receiving, and so we look at it like it's grand. It's super big to us. So 120 something else, we do our thing.
Here's the cold bit. We're all going to scoot this way a tiny bit.
Scoot.
Thanks.
Yeah. So it is a big deal that it's
Yeah,
on
it's-
free TV. More
most
people going to be tuning in, yeah?
Yes,
Most
sir.
definitely.
All right.
I mean, you know, we the champions. We want to remain the champions. We do want to give y'all fans everything that y'all asking for. It's not our fault, like guys like Carlos Molina, when my brother was first coming up, and that happened to him. If y'all remember back in the days, you know, the Andrade fight. You know, they pulled out of these places. These are things that we would have been. We'd have been in this on that pedestal with you guys, fighting the Canelos if we would have won that WBO back in the days. You know what I'm saying? But we have to reroute things and take. You know,
After that Carlos Molina crap, it took me 2 years to get the belt after that. He went to jail for some time, then K9 got the belt, then K9 fought Ishe, then Ishe, you know, then
It's a
he got the
runaround. So now
belt.
we here and we doing what we gotta do. We're gonna try to make sure you guys enjoy this at the same time as we are enjoying it, and we'll be back here every time we come here. It's like a reunion. It's a harvest. It's a fest going on every time the Charlos pop up in Brooklyn.
Jamal, do you guys feel like the way you continue to be very explosive, ending the fight, do you feel like the fans will not demand you guys to fight the Canelo, the Triple G, knowing that you guys are very explosive? Like, in other words, the way that you guys are going, do you guys feel like you won't need that fight anymore in the future?
It's always to that level.
Yeah,
We're not to that level.
yeah, we always want to.
We don't know what's going to happen after this Fox show. You know, after the 22nd and how big it is and all of this promotion, all of this time. We know what they're doing. We know this is big. So hopefully the horizon is, the gates are open.
Boxing has to get away from this whole high risk, low reward type of deal, because it's bad for boxing right now. And as you can see, it's bad for the middleweight division because you got fighters getting belts that would have never got a belt if it was in the case with me, you know. And different organizations, how they prep these fighters, it makes it different. But look, December 22nd on Fox, they could tune in for free and get a chance to check out me and my twin brother on the same night, right before Christmas. This almost a dream come true for us too.
Can you talk more about the promotions? Your promotion and everything.
Lions Only promotion is everything that it says. You know, it's Lions Only Promotions.
Athletes from football to everybody. We're not just gonna rock.
We having everything.
We're gonna work with everybody.
Music.
You know, music.
We having football, basketball. You know, we want to take over differently as a brand.
Jermall, you plan on stopping by the Garden? Catch Jacob's fight? I know you guys had words in the past.
Should I?
I
mean, I'm focused on Willie Monroe right now. I really want to go home and get my rest of my workout in. And you know, this was an awesome event, and I'm glad that me and Willie made main event over my twin brothers. I didn't have no clue.
I'm glad you guys brought this up. You talk about in the era where champions are not fighting champions. Again, it's literally to the point where
it's happening, but it's taking so long to happen.
What can we do to make a difference?
It's killing like the wave and the heat. You know, that is taking so long. Like, look how long it took for Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather to fight. Well, when George Foreman fought Frazier, it was like, hey, heard you said you was the best. Well, I'm the best. Let's get it. It was like instant, and now it's getting into those like eras again. You know, like you see, Golovkin and Canelo took some time. Then the crap happened in the middle, but they fought again.
I mean,
so it's
both
happening.
Live.
You know what I mean? Joshua Wilder, get it done.
And as well, y'all hit it. To me, it's ignorant shit. You know, Floyd talking about fighting these MMA fighters and shit. If you like the sport and it's done all of what it's done for you, it's put the multi-millions in your pocket, and you still want to be a part of this fight game, in this fight world, I don't suggest picking on somebody with the lower skills. Even though these guys are in a whole nother, you know, these guys are like walking mummies. They can't box. They can't really get in there and box with us champions. So that whole little ordeal, that's BS.
We waiting on history to happen when the MMA
and like I said, if you want to fight,
level beat a Mayweather.
We some dogs.
It's not gonna happen.
You know, I don't turn shit down, but I mean, if you still in the fight game, what's up? We in the fight game too, and we hungry fighters. So we're gonna come at anybody that's in my division or in my era, and they proclaiming to be the best in the TV.
I remember when
Eddie Hearn and the Zone saying that in order for you guys to come, if you guys want a shot at their champions, you have to be part of the Zone channel.
Hey, listen,
The Zone,
right now,
it's a dozen.
right now we're
dummies.
fighting on.
Let them do what they do.
Like I said yesterday,
Hearn
on
get
Twitter, y'all
burned.
people.
You did. It all sound the same. Don't worry. Look, we're gonna continue to do what we've been doing.
We don't want to talk bad about them because
yeah.
they need they you know. But let me
he's
tell you,
he's in New York right now.
the way this shit look, the way this shit look like, the way this shit look, it look like
going
Eddie Hearn's on some love and hip hop shit.
like that.
Eddie Hearn's on some love and hip hop shit. He on some love and hip hop shit, trying to get artists that are already done and washed up, and that's what to me, that's what, you know, you see artists you don't even see, like in a long time, you see them on love and hip hop and shit, right? Well, Eddie Hearns, we don't know how many fighters, how many L's do they got? Some of them, how many L's do some of them fighters got? Do we really got some superior undefeated dogs, like, you know what I'm saying, Al Heyman crew? It's something that ain't happening right for us not to all be working together. It's greedy shit
it's
going
not,
on.
It's not just.
It's some greedy
It's
shit
not
going
just
on.
like, oh, the Charlos don't want to take millions of dollars from this guy from England or something. Like, come on,
Some
bro.
greedy shit going on,
It's
yeah.
definitely not like we're not going to be out of our position, out of our
But
place.
but
Al Heyman
our
has been
lifestyle
great
is
to
boxing
us.
too.
Al Heyman has been the absolute best to us. We would not go against what he's done for us.
We feed our families
Simple
with
as that.
boxing, and they over here like.
If Hearns wants us, he's gonna have to give it a big offer. It's gonna be a double package. It ain't gonna be you gonna do one and no. It's gonna be the Charlo twins.
Has he already done an offer to you, Jermall?
He's
must know
offered, but it hasn't been nothing.
So when these fighters are getting
Now, you talk
exclusive
about,
network deals, do you feel like
over 10 million.
Fox have to
Yeah.
offer you guys exclusive deals too?
you talk on the Floyd situation.
You gotta make the
That'll never happen. It's a fantasy fight, but I mean, you can present itself at any
networks
time.
compete.
question
It's not bad.
that I have for both of
The
you two.
networks
I
gonna
said,
make the fight bigger
one of the
and
things
better.
that caught me as a young
look,
guy growing up
Fox
loving
is where
boxing
we
was I
at
remember
right
Sugar Ray Leonard saying it comes to a
Fox,
point where
whatever.
it's not about the money. How important is legacy to you guys?
I mean, it's been so important. Legacy is like what we focus on. That's what's driven us, got us here. It is about the money too. So don't say legacy. If you don't got the money, you can't build that legacy.
for a super fight, though, would you guys do a one-off? You know, for instance, Danny Jacobs and Derevchenko are Al Heyman fighters, but they're fighting on HBO for that last HBO show this Saturday. So networks aren't necessarily a problem with Al Heyman fighters. Would you guys do a one-off for a super fight with a guy like Canelo?
We would do whatever position that Al put us in, and to get us to that next level, that's the route we're taking. So we're not asking Al, hey, put us in a position to fight it. No, we're saying the level that we're at, we want to increase our levels. That's the position we want to be.
Guys, boxing is one of the loneliest journeys as an athlete, you know, especially starting from the root to the fruit. Explain to us the support system we both use, especially running parallel at the same level of the game. Tell us how important was your relationship and your support for each other.
It's very unique that you get twins that domain. You know, you might get one that's a little bit weaker than the other, one that's like this and that. But thank God I was able to separate myself from my brother when I was younger and focus on me. And so that built me up as great as I was and knew who I was. That was my competitor. So he did the same thing. So it lifted us up so high to a point where, like, I felt like it was me in the ring every time he fought.
And like, you know, when he first got signed, it was like,
it hurted bad.
Yeah,
like,
they didn't sign me yet. Golden Boy didn't remember. Oscar didn't give me the chance. So, and I was like, it's weird. Oh, just let your brother continue to build. He's doing great. Then we're gonna bring you aboard, and it's gonna be like.
It was all like a little.
It was
that promotion.
It didn't work.
We don't want to do fighters like that. We don't want to sell dreams and sell a little BS. We could do what we can, and that's it. And let's grow. Like I'm as bad as crazy as it sounds. Broner did a hell of a job with Robert Eason, and I say Broner because he helped get Robert Eason where he was at. And we're gonna look to do the same thing and grow and learn from these fighters too.
Is this something you guys really dreamed of when you were guys kids?
Oh yeah, man. We always dreamed of fighting on the same card with each other. You know, we always like done the same thing. It's so weird because when we played football, he was cornerback. He was number 44. I was number 42. You know, we both was cornerbacks though. When like we went to on offense, we both was running back. Or like the fullback was a tailback. It was like weird, you know. So like being, you know, a boxer, our whole objective was like, you know, we were gonna be on the ring one day. It's gonna be us. Like, you know, I had a dream of winning the world title, and I think it was you. So it's been like that all of our life.
So you started boxing first?
I did.
What got you started? How did you start boxing?
My dad was a boxer, and my dad brought us into the gym. He had best friends, Holly Williams, Sr., and Ronnie Chills, and Vernon Forrest, and Evander Holyfield, Reggie Jackson, all these people we grew up like in the gym with every day. J.C. Leha, Dominique Gwynn, Manuel Guzza, everybody. I mean, every day we
grew up with these guys, like 8 years old in the gym. See what we
realized we was elite level when you go 15.
You know, one of my favorite fighters, Francisco Bajada. A lot of people don't even really know who that is. Francisco Bajada was a dog back in the day. Grew up with him too. Who did Demetrius Andre fight?
A guy named Walter.
How you look? I didn't watch the fight. I would prepare for it.
Yeah. He got a shoulder injury.
Who did?
Andre. Just before his fight.
I looked up to him. He hurt his shoulder.
When are we going to see you at 160?
Hey,
anytime soon?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll make one.
Seems like that crop is huge up there.
Nah, I mean, I make 154 easy. I can show you a picture on my phone of me like almost 200 pounds. Probably like that's too Jermell. You know, so me like this, that means I'm working with hands. So I can't blow up.
You can make 147?
The new guys 147? Nah, I can't make 147.
How hard is it to take all that weight down from 200?
The champions?
You said you were up to 200?
About 190. I get up to
How hard is it to take that down?
Well, the problem is that we normally get you dimmer after a fight, something swell up a little more, and that's more heavy. That fades off, and then, you know, we have to eat. It's like edema is when you hold your water, all your salt water, because we done lost so much water and salt from sauna and training and everything. So by the time the fight over and our body finally relaxes, it's sore. It swells up.
And it's like, it's this new word everybody been using these
You guys do
days.
a lot of running still, like the old school guys?
We do a lot of things, cycle.
Boxers are starting to do it too now. You know, to get their fights bigger, they go on
animals,
the
bro.
clout chase.
Animals.
So
You really interested in that
I wanted
promotion?
to tell you not to get too confused by clout chasing.
You need something in boxing, man. I like the whole...
Don't
Like
get
I
it
said,
screwed, you know.
normally I travel a lot, so I go to gyms, meet people,
You know, we're not just calling
Instagram
names,
does a
but
lot for you know, people like us because
Andrade fighting.
back in the days,
Bro,
they
did
didn't
you hear
have
this?
that.
Andrade fighting Earl. Andrade's challenged Earl at once. See, it's clout chasing, bro. It's no, look.
He can't make
Look,
154.
if you know boxing, you wouldn't even like that sounds stupid, you know. But
That was a question I could.
yeah.
You have a rich boxing history. I can see you going back in time, naming off fighters and stuff. Who are some of your classic fighters that you've looked at from the past?
Doing great over there.
That one Valero, one of my favorites, Emmanuel Augusta. Like I said, Francisco Bajada back in the days. Vander Holyfield was awesome.
What's something you maybe took from one of their books, like from Holyfield? What's something you maybe took a page of his from?
Not really a lot, you know. Like I know on my left hook, I developed it from Rocky Juarez. Certain things, you know, that I took, you know, it's certain people. I don't know if y'all know who Patterson is. He's a heavyweight, like an old fighter.
Floyd Patterson?
Floyd Patterson. So y'all look at Floyd Patterson and y'all can look at me. Y'all feel
like we have potential to run some numbers up.
One of the best.
Was the first youngest heavyweight for a while.
Fighter, Floyd Patterson.
You know,
Emmanuel Augusta is known as the Drunken Master.
Yeah, and I can.
Mix up the styles.
And I actually, you know, how to fight. I actually, you know, dance guy, really good feet work. So
he mixed them up real bad, you know, by
Considered a heavyweight. So I always go back.
Or not, but that was great, you know. Hopefully, you know, like I said, Golovkin is still a genius in my sport.
a lot of people don't know who that is. Top boxing, like, we love
Thank y'all,
that.
man. Thank y'all, bro. We good?
A lot of people tuning in for Texas, man.